Good evening, everyone, and welcome you to the NC811 Dig 180 here at the beautiful Charlotte Motor Speedway. We've got some of the drivers out on track qualifying right now. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can grab what's going on with them. I see Bradley Wilson right now out on the track, currently sitting in that first position. So Bradley Wilson, with 6 wins on the season, already set himself out to a good start here early on at this what was supposed to be the Roval, but they ended up changing it midweek over to the Oval. So we are here for the last race in the regular season of this Full Throttle Next Gen series. It has been a long season, and it has been a very good battle for all the drivers as they get it finished out here as we go on board here with Stan Mayberry. He's got that ninth position settled in right now. Let's see if he can get a better position set up. So we want to thank you for all coming out here on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. Just want to give a big shout out to everybody who is out there watching on the interwebs. So it looks like Stan Mayberry going to go ahead and just secure that ninth position. Going to go ahead and say, you know what, that's going to be the position I take. Is right now Austin Rhodes set himself up into the 16th position. So a little bit slower than everybody, but probably ran that top lane. We do know a lot of drivers do like to take their time, run that top lane, and really get the car set up going into turns 3 and 4, especially coming out of that corner for that second run to get the better time. So Austin Rhodes setting himself up for his final run. We'll see if he can set himself up any higher in that Sparkle Unicorn machine. Doesn't look like he does, so Austin Rhodes is going to be stuck in that 16th position. So only have 2 more drivers out to get on the field. But right now, as the order looks like Bradley Wilson going to sit in that first position. All right, and it looks like the session is going to go ahead and end. So Bradley Wilson going to put himself up into the pole position. Once again, Bradley Wilson, like we said, 6 wins on the season. So one of those drivers that's not really afraid of getting up here in the front, mixing it up early on. So Bradley Wilson going to go ahead and set himself in that pole. So we're going to get a couple more drivers get settled in. Josh having a couple of microphone issues. So we're trying to get him set up in the background. So Josh he will be here in just 1 second. If you noticed, he normally calls the intro of this. Having a little bit of mic issues, so we're getting him saddled up. But right now, everybody getting gridded up on the racetracks. We'll go ahead and get set up with that here in just 1 second. All right, so we've got most of the drivers up on the track. Josh, do you have a copy? Josh, do you have a copy? All right, so Josh still having a little bit of issue. Going to go ahead and pull that grid up as we've got Bradley Wilson starting in that pole position. Then you're going to have Jimmy Green in that second spot. Clayton Kincart going to pull in that third spot with Colin Forrester in fourth. You're going to have Josh Carver rounding out that top 5 in that 5th spot. Casey Collenbach in 6th. You're going to have Matthew Fitz in 7th with Logan Rhodes in 8th. Stan Mayberry, your second place position in points, going to be in that 9th position. Ed DeBauer is going to be in that 10th spot. You've got Ryan Sword in that 11th. Stoney Benfield in 12th. David Salter going to be in that 13th spot with Brian Hubel in 14th. Austin Rhodes going to be, Robbie Vice going to be in 15th with Austin Rhodes in 16th. Chad Hitchcock going to be in that 17th position with Charles Garrick in that 18th spot. You've got Brian Chu in that 19th spot with Mickey Newman going to be in that 20th spot. Now, I want to say William Brown might be race control tonight. He is not on the track here right now, or he might just have had an issue with his internet. Not really sure what's going on with that 48 machine, but we'll see if we can get something figured out here later on. As the pace lights are out.
That 51 machine going to get off to a good start. We should see some good pack racing here at Charlotte tonight. These next-gen cars are going to be lining them up as they get into turns 1 and 2 for the first time here tonight. Lap number 1. It'll be interesting as you're going to see 2 wide towards the back of the field, 3 wide there for just a moment. That's 77 of Clayton Kincart all over the back of that 51 of Bradley Wilson. As into turn 3 goes Josh Carver. And that 9 of Colin Forster right behind them. And here at the end of lap 1, it will be that 51 of Bradley Wilson leading 119 more to go. As we'll see these drivers just kind of manage their way through the field, try to find what they can get. Charlotte, one of those tracks you really got to find that bottom line space. You'll just see a lot of these drivers kind of doing that Kevin Harvick line down there towards the bottom. Just get it wound up. You're going to see some tires getting eat through here. Like we say every week, this first stage really probably just going to be about, this first, tire stage, I should say. It's going to be about, just finding the pace, finding the grip, open setups. You're going to be seeing what this car is going to be doing in long run in this race, traffic race, pace for the first time this week that you've been driving it. So, going to be interesting, but I think these guys are going to be able to, manage right now. Bradley Wilson doing what we expect Bradley Wilson to do. He's out here leading this race.
Yeah, right now, look at that, Josh. Josh Carver on his way up through the field. He's moved himself up into 2nd position. So Josh Carver doing a really good job moving his way up into that 2nd spot in that Hunt's 3 machine. So Josh Carver on a really good tear up 3 spots. Clayton Kincart having a little bit of a hiccup there. He's got that 9 of Colin Forster and that 2 of Matthew Fitz all over that back bumper. Whoa! Yeah, Colin back into the wall, getting spun off of the front of somebody. We'll have to see. Who got off the front of the nose. Ooh, that was a little bit. Woo. Casey Collenbach, unfortunate early on. We do know Charlotte's one of these tracks that turn 4 can't sneak up on you like that. So it looks like turn 4 really snuck up on that Casey Collenbach machine. Yeah, it's coming out of turn 4. It's pretty much what it looks like. See him hugging that blue line, which is normally what you would do on the bottom corner coming out of 4. You want to try to hug that blue line as much as you can, but then
9 got loose.
Whoa, 9 got loose. There you go. You see it. Maybe saw the 84, was like, oh, I got to get up at the top of the track. He just goes a little too far up. That's going to be the 23
Logan
of
Rhodes and Jimmy Green made contact.
Yeah, Jimmy Green and Logan Rhodes getting into it. But it looks like those are going to be the only 2 that had.
What about Mickey Newman? I saw where he said something in driver chat. Didn't know if he got involved in it. Maybe not. Maybe he just wanted the green flag run to go. Okay, never mind.
See the 84 Casey Collenbach coming down pit lane now. So here at lap 6, we've already had a couple of cars go around. That's going to be the 23 of Jimmy Green, the 8 of Logan Rhodes getting caught up in that So you see the Ada Logan Rhodes having a little bit of damage repair. I see Stan Mayberry sitting down pit lane. So maybe just a little bit of an early pit strategy there. Doesn't look like he has any damage on the front end of that car. Maybe he was involved in it. We'll see. We'll see if Stan Mayberry had anything going on in that. Looks like he got a little bit of a bump there to the 82 of Ed DeBauer. So maybe just trying to make sure the front end of that car is all clean and everything, so doesn't have an overheat issue. Yes, it looks like you see. Ooh, yeah, there just a little bit of a bump there to that 82 of Ed DeBauer. So
you can see a little bit of crinkle in the front, right there under the fender.
yeah, so that's probably what you're seeing. The 68 machine coming down pit lane early on, just trying to get a little bit of damage repair. He knows he's got a long race in front of him, so he wants to have that car as clean as he can. And hopefully he didn't take any tires, and that was just a damage repair assessment, because these tires will come in really, really handy later on. As here at lap 6, as you saw the 84 machine of Clayton Kidcart going off of the front bumper. Jimmy Green back out on the track. So that's good to see Jimmy Green able to get back out and get some more laps under him, because currently right now he is sitting 8th in the points. So Jimmy Green trying to look, he's on the outside looking in, trying to see if he can get up there and get some more points for that Rev Esports team. But he's got to win on the season, so he knows that he can get up there and do it again. But having that damage early on in a track like Charlotte, that's really going to come up and hurt your spirits early on.
For some reason, the restart has went to single file, and they're trying to figure it out. Robbie was genuinely sounded confused, saying he set it to double files. So yeah, they set it to double file. Either way, they're gonna have to probably restart single file this time. But next time we do have a restart, it probably will be double file. But since it's already set to a single file restart at the moment, obviously it can't change.
Yeah, that is a good-looking skid there on that 3 machine. I say that, but it doesn't actually look like it's meant for that. Doesn't look like it has a front decal on it.
It does not have front lights, no.
Huh.
Carver's always got something going on. Whether it be a Earnhardt skin on a Ford or a Ford with no Ford. 51 bump drafting the pace car down the back straightaway.
Yeah, so we'll see how these drivers handle this single file restart. This might get us a couple of green flag laps until the drivers behind everybody decide they're tired of sitting around waiting. But right now we're gonna go to the single file restart, but we'll have, like you said, the double file restarts after that. But a big shout out to everybody out there on the Facebook, on the YouTube platform. Just give us a shout out, let you know you're watching, let us know who you're here watching for.
Green flag is out. We're back to racing here at Charlotte, single file style. And that's going to give some big separation to the field just a little bit.
Yeah, Bradley Wilson getting out to a really big jump there. Now almost about a second between him and that 3 of Josh Carver. So Bradley Wilson going to go ahead and use this to his advantage. Say, deuces, guys, I'm going to go ahead and check out and try to get up here and mix it up. But look at that. Matthew Fitz battling it out with the 9 of Colin Forrester. We saw last week have a little bit of issue running out of fuel. I want to say he was the driver that did run out of fuel on the final lap. See him running that outside lane. He's got that Matthew Fitz machine trying to hold off that inside lane, because we do know that inside lane is the dominant lane, but it will eat those tires up really big here. Whoa, big check up there from the two.
Yeah,
That's gonna open up the door.
Big wobble there from the two. Like the car just lost all grip, and it sort of washed off the racetrack, able to grab it back. That two machine of Matthew Fitz rolling pretty well right now. Got himself in third. And he's been a driver that hasn't been able to have a very successful run this year. And so far, looks like he's doing a good job. Currently sitting in that fourth position. Matthew Fitz started in seventh. Yeah, Bradley Wilson up the racetrack big. Josh Carver bringing it to him.
Yeah, it looks like Bradley Wilson had a little bit of a hiccup there. And Josh Carver looked like he was going to take that inside lane, but then he decided to back out of it coming out of turn 4. You do know you can get really loose. These next-gen cars are a lot of fun here on this Charlotte Oval track. So a lot of drivers like to have fun. Look at that, Josh Carver taking that inside lane. Let's see if he's going to get down here. Whoa, he hits that apron. That's going to wash him up a little bit. They're going to be door banging coming out of 4. Up, it looks like they're going to keep it clean. Josh Carver going to be on that inside lane, but Clayton Kincart going to push that 51 on that outside lane. That's going to clear the 51. And whoa, Clayton Kincart almost cleared himself as well. But he's going to go ahead and back out on that top lane. Josh Carver running that inside lane. Oh, you don't want to be all the way down there on that inside lane, though. That you can get really slowed up and loose coming out of turns 2 and 4.
As Carver now going to work his way. Woo! Almost contact with the 77. 77 almost made contact with the wall, so it looks like he's taking a rear bumper shot already this race. Matthew Fitz and that Sparkle Unicorn going to push that Hunt number 3 of Josh Carver around. As you see that 9 column Forester starting to come into play again. And Josh Carver throwing that hook, setting it on that 51. He's going to try to reel him in here and see if he can maybe make this pass stick, as the two of Matthew Fitz now all over the 77's door. Is the 77 just can't stay away from this 2-wide racing here. And he probably wishes he could just get himself back in line, be in that second place again. Is woo! Fitz going to go through the grass a little bit. Still sticking to that inside lane. You hear a little bit of the blip of the throttle. Back in the gas here at Charlie. Basically full throttle almost. As out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, he's going to have that 9 column Forester on his back bumper. Maybe going to be able to push him clear here in through 3 and through 4. As Josh Carver, big tight from Fitz. He got back into the gas way early. Had to have. That's definitely one of those. Got back in the gas early. Car got really tight. Started plowing up the track. Saw him lift out there. He's going to lose spot. Now the 9 column Forester going to roll by. Josh Carver, though, was attempting to make a pass on that 51 of Bradley Wilson, or at least was peaking those last lap or 2, but wasn't able to make it stick. Now we're getting ourselves back into this repeat scenario of that 51-3 and 77 being lined up. We know when that 3 gets his move made, that 77 definitely not going to go with him. The teammate of Bradley Wilson is who he's probably going to go with, but we'll see what happens here. As the 3 of Josh Carver, that 51 of Bradley Wilson, that 77 of Clayton Kincart, all now in a 3-car tango for this race lead here at lap number 17.
Yeah, you see Josh Carver, he's got that 77 of Clayton Kincart all over that back bumper. So Clayton Kincart looking to try to capitalize on the position that Josh Carver's made up, trying to get in front of him. Josh Carver holding on to that second spot really well, but he's got that 51 of Bradley Wilson, who, like we said, he's no stranger to this first position. So Bradley Wilson going to be able to get up there and just hold on to that lead. Right now, Josh Carver trying to work around him, but we know Josh Carver, he is really good to get up here towards the front, but does kind of run that equipment kind of hard to get up there and mess, to get up there and mess with the boys. So maybe having to check up here just a little bit and get it figured out. But Josh Carver doing really good right now, holding on to that second position.
One thing you also got to remember, Chris, too, as well. Open setups, man. You know, that 3 machine of Josh Carver could be, adds the 82 of Ed DeBauer, Carver's teammate, going to come down pit road here. But what we were going to say is that 3 machine could be, working just a little bit better than that 51 in the current moment through setup. Not all about tires here in the Full Throttle series. They've got setups, pit strategies, and tires to worry about. So we'll see that 3 machine maybe come to life here a little bit. I mean, it's lap 20. That car should start coming to life. It's a late run. Same for that 51 of Bradley Wilson. This is where you're going to see these race cars come to life if they are maybe those long run cars. But right now, we've just kind of got a little bit of a stagnant chess match. Just, oh, you take my pawn, I take your pawn. Right now, they're just kind of hanging out, really setting each other up. We'll see a move here soon, I'm sure. That 3 of Josh Carver is really starting to breathe down that 51's neck. And one thing I know about Carver, he doesn't like to stay behind the leader too long.
Yeah, he definitely likes to get up there, have that fresh air in front of him to where he can make the judgment calls and he can make the lines and run how he wants to run. So, like I was saying, nothing bad against that 3 machine. One hell of a driver. Definitely really talented behind the wheel. You know, just like I was saying, I know I used to do the same thing whenever I'd get up there to the front and try to battle to the front as quick as I could. Then I'd be like, dang, I ain't got no more tires left. Just notice sometimes that's you see that 3 machine start falling back, but there at the end of the race when he's got those fresh tires, he's really dominant. So right now we're going to go back through the field here just a little bit. As you see Matthew Fitz, he's now got a bit of a separation between him and that 4th place position of Colin Forrester. So Matthew Fitz looking at about a second and 2/10 back from that Clayton Kincart machine. Right behind Josh Carver. So right now, Clayton Kincart, he's starting to lose just a little bit of time to that 77 machine. But behind that Matthew Fitz machine is Robbie Bison. You see that 76 of Charles Gurrick. He's trying to take that inside lane, but it looks like he's just going to go ahead and tuck it behind his teammate there of Robbie Bice. But that 19 of Brian Hubel, he is, looks like he's taking the inside there of the 76. Chad Hitchcock trying to take advantage of what he sees in front of him. That 19 of Brian Hubel battling on the inside, but it looks like, whoa, it looks like the 19 is getting a little loose. The 22 of Chad Hitchcock also getting a little loose.
22 like he was getting loose through the apron, or not through the apron, excuse me, through the triangle.
Yes, it looks like the 19 just might have gotten a little loose. It looks like Mickey Newman, Jimmy Green crashed.
Caution.
Yeah, caution's out. So we'll go and check out what's actually going on track. It looks like Jimmy Green, Mickey Newman might have had something to do with that yellow flag. We'll go back and see. Whoa, a lot of drivers spun around down here.
Now it's like Logan Rhodes, the 37 as well right there. That's Jimmy Green.
Looks like Logan Rhodes getting really loose coming out of the corner. As we'll see him get down, Logan Rhodes getting down to that bottom lane. Yeah, right there. You see him starting to come back up. Yeah, you see that back end starting to come out from under him just a little bit. He's got his teammate behind him. Oh, and that front end just catches around on him. Sends him up into the 23. Oh, and then the 8's just along for the ride. Then, the 37 of Mickey Newman, he's just going to be an innocent bystander in the whole thing. He's going to have the 23 of Jimmy Green get into the corner panel of him. Oh, that's unfortunate for the 37 there. In that 811 dig machine.
Yeah, very unfortunate for that 37, just an innocent bystander, man.
Yeah, as you see.
It sounds like we're still having a single file issue.
So everybody going to come down pit lane, like you said, Josh. Still having the single file issue. Not sure what's going on with the race control. You know, sometimes iRacing can just be really dumb, and it's probably choosing tonight to be extremely dumb. We know that it can do that, so I know they'll get it figured out here before too long, or we might just have to roll with the old school rules, just single file. As you see, the 2 of Matthew Pitts getting out in front of everybody. He's going to beat the 51 of Bradley Wilson out. Josh Carver going to make it out into 3rd. Clayton Kincart in 4th. Austin Rhodes in 5th. Colin Forster going to pull out in that 6th spot. Brian Chu in 7th. Charles Gurrick 8th. Robbie Bice 9th. And Brian Hubel going to round out that top 10.
Good stop from that 2 machine of Matthew Fitz.
it looks like that 48 of William Brown just having a really, really bad night tonight. I've seen him disconnect and reconnect a couple of times, jump to the pits. Seems like he's just having a lot of issues, so unfortunate for that 48 machine. He should be able to get it straightened back out. It says he's 20 laps down, though, so that's going to be a really hard, really hard deficit to make up.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a tough one to come back from, but we've seen crazier things, right? Either way, man, so far been a good race. These cars got a great package. Like to see a little bit maybe more risk taken for this battle for the lead. Only lap 27, but man, I feel like Carver's had the opportunity to go up there and take the lead early in the run, but
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to take the lead early on, but just decided to go ahead and hang it back for a little bit. Just go ahead and say, hey man, I'm just gonna cruise back here. I'm not gonna try to battle it up. Like I said, Carver is a really good driver. I just know how it is once you get up there and you start battling, you start wearing that equipment out a whole bunch, and I know sometimes that can be the case. As we're under the second caution here at lap 28 of 120, still got the caution lights on. So we're going to go ahead and go to a side-by-side. So we're going to go to a 811 dig commercial break. So you get up, get stretched out, get everything situated. As we're going to go green here in just 1 second.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below. Before you dig, visit nc811.org to learn more.
And we welcome you back. Everybody getting ready to go green here at lap 30. Here at the NC811 Dig 180. Want to give a big shout out to NC811 Dig, Cook's Lawn Care. Whoa, big bump there from the 77 to Clayton Kincart. Yeah, you see a big bump from the 77 to Clayton Kincart. Stacked everybody up there. The 12 Austin Rhodes having to get out of line. The 9 Colin Forster having to check up. This is going to open up the door for the 77 to Charles Garrick. He's going to be on that inside lane. Charles Garrick working that inside lane. He's got his teammate Robbie Bice right behind him. So let's see if they can get a early train here on that Colin Forster machine. Pinch him up to the top lane. It looks like they've also pushed up the 12 of Austin Rhodes, 28 of Robbie Bice riding that middle lane, trying to get around that 12. Whoa, the 94 Ryan Sword having to tuck in behind that 19 of Brian Hubel. So yeah, it looks like 28 of Robbie Bice going to go ahead and clear that 12. But right now,
Bradley Wilson got Josh Carver past Matthew Fitz.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like Matthew Fitz fell back. Maybe decided not to take tires here early on. And everybody else did, so Matthew Fitz falling back just a little bit. Yeah, he's having really big issues going on. So that 2 washing up really wide coming out of turn 4. He's got that 77 to Clayton Kincart, just got around him. So now that 2 machine having a lot of issues early on. They've got that 76 of Charles Garrett running up behind him. So, right now, yeah, right now the 76 making a move on the inside, but look at that, Josh. Clayton Kincart making a move on the outside. Whoa, I say that's the 75 of Stoney Benfield. He's actually a lap down. I was thinking he was actually a car that was battling, but whoa, he's slowing up that whole bunch of cars. 75 trying to get to that top lane. You might see that 75 here take that top lane. Gonna let everybody go by on that bottom lane. Yeah, he is. There you go, the 75. He's got that 2 still on that top lane, though. 2 of Matthew Fitz going to have to try to manage around that 75 of Stoney Benfield. There you go. You see the 28 getting around him. The 2 going to go ahead and go. Whoa, the 2 on those older tires. He's got his teammate. Oh, we're going to be in a sandwich here. Whoa, the 68.
This could be bad. This could be bad. They're going to settle it out, it looks like. Woo! That was the situation right there. Is they're all going to get it over. Matthew Fitz must have taken 2 tires.
Yeah, we know that taking no tires and having to battle it out here in Charlotte, that can be a make or break situation. That 2 just probably trying to get that point for leading a race, because this is the last regular season race. The 88 riding all below that blue line. So the 88 currently sitting 3rd place in the points, trying to make a move, trying to get around that 2. Oh, that 2 machine of Matthew Fitz just all out of sorts, all the way back to 11th now.
Yeah, something going on in that Spark Arena corner 2 of Matthew Fitz. Sure he'll know what not to do next time down pit road. Seems like that whatever strategy they decided on, not the strategy to be, because he is down 11 spots. He started this restart in that first spot. He is now back to 11th, lost 10 spots. As it looks like Bradley Wilson and Josh Carver still in that bumper-to-bumper battle, as they're about a 10th separated between them up here in the front of the field. Clayton Kincart now pulled his way back up. Again, back into this this Dodge Charger Aurea is that 3 of Josh Carver, as Clayton Kincart looking for any way around besides, knocking the snot out of the 3 on the restart. Been fairly good here tonight. We'll see how he manages this race here with the 3, as it looks like that 8 scrappy of Logan, that 8 machine, that scrappy Logan Rhodes, gonna get out of the way for our leaders go down below the blue line. But here to 3 and 4, these drivers on fresher tires gonna be able to reset, redo it again, like they were early in the race, just pretty much full throttle. As you'll see them get wound up and get down here onto this bottom lane. Get it back into the gas. Get it onto the back straightaway. And it looks like that 77 of Clayton Kincart could put that 3 under pressure here in just a moment.
Yeah, Josh, and as that 77 is putting it under pressure, we're going to go ahead and go through your points right now. Bradley Wilson, who's currently leading this race, he is currently in that first spot. So Bradley Wilson, like we said, he's really accustomed to this first position on the track and off the track. So Bradley Wilson doing a really good job. And then you're going to have that 68 of Stan Mayberry, who's battling with that 94 Ryan Sword right now. He is currently sitting in your 2nd position. And you've got that 88 of David Salter, who is currently sitting in the 3rd spot, who's really wanting to get up here and battle it out with Colin Forrester, who is right behind him in position. So that the 4th spot goes to Colin Forrester. Then you're going to have Ed DeBauer, who is currently not on the track. That is unfortunate for that 5th place position. He is currently sitting off the track, but he is in 5th place in points. You're going to have Josh Abbey in that 6th position in points, which I don't see him on the track here tonight. So Josh Abbey not having the best of luck. I see in the YouTube chat, Scrappy has not had a really good turn of events tonight. He is currently a couple of laps down. He is in 17th spot. He got mixed up with a couple of teammates in a wreck earlier on, and he is just having to limp around here right now. So Jay Tucker on the YouTube chat, that's what happened with that Scrappy. I see Ed DeBauer saying he will be back. Had to pick his son up from work. So Ed DeBauer, life calls, had to run out. So hey, the 82 having to go out there and do some real life stuff. I respect that. So 82 just having to come back after a little bit, but unfortunate for Ed DeBauer as far as points go, but hey, doesn't matter. Real life comes first. But behind him, you're gonna have Robbie Bice in that 7th spot. So Robbie Bice is seventh in points with Jimmy Green, who is like also unfortunately having a really rough night. So Jimmy Green, who's currently just running a couple of laps down. Is currently sitting in that 8th spot. Logan Rhodes is going to be a night, so Scrappy, like we said, also having a really unfortunate night. James Morgan going to be in that 10th spot, which I don't see him on the track here tonight either. So a lot of drivers not showing up here for that race. You've got you've got Chad Hitchcock going to be in 11th, Austin Rhodes in 12th, William Brown in 13th, Matthew Fitz in 14th, Josh Carver in 15th. And look at that, Brian the Candyman Chew going to be in that top 16th position, Josh. You know, having a lot of unfortunate stuff getting slung his way already, this season. And then look at that, still going to be on that 16 bubble. So it's good to see Brian Chew still battling it out for that title this season.
Indeed, Brian Chew looking pretty good, man, right now. As you go up into that 51 machine of Bradley Wilson, who's getting past that 48 of William Brown, is that 3 of Josh Carver still on him like a, just still on him like a hog, man. I mean, he's doing a good job. It's hard to keep pace with that 51 of Bradley Wilson. A lot of these times, Josh Carver, since he's been on his return drive, that is, he's done an excellent job so far. To get himself up here, really put himself in a position to maybe lead this race at any moment. As he's at lap 46 now, these laps just kind of ticking on by. And the Rev Esports guy chasing down that 51 of Bradley Wilson. He's looking for another win, Chris.
Yeah, we know these Shenandoah Shine boys. They like to get up here and really show you, hey, we have the better setups. But right now, Josh Carver all over the back bumper of that 51. So Bradley Wilson has to be looking up in that rear view, going, "Oh my goodness, this is the closest battle I've had in a long time." So Bradley Wilson got that 3 of Josh Carver all over his back bumper. But I see Brian Hubel around. Yeah, it looks like he jumped a pit. So Brian Hubel looks like he went off track. See if we can see what happened here with that 19, but he's going to go ahead and get it. Oh, just coming out of 4, got it wound up into the turn 4 wall. Got it off the track and just jumped the pits. That's unfortunate there for that 19 of Brian Hubel.
That's typical Charlotte right there.
Yeah, so the green flag going to stay out. Now look at that, Josh Carver. As we went away for just a split second, now he's not all over that back bumper. Josh Carver looks like having a little bit of issues with those tires now. The 48 of William Brown starting to catch up behind him just a little bit. And also seeing in the Facebook chat, Ed DeBauer saying, already have a win, so I'm in already. So there you go. Ed DeBauer not even really worried about it. He's just casually going to pick his son up at work, watching the race while he's doing it. I really respect that.
Oh, yeah, Ed DeBauer cools a cucumber. He's just chilling now. He said, hey, got the dub on the season, got the playoff berth. I'm just going to go hop out of this race, go do what I got to do, and watch the race from the side. Shout out Ed, man. Excellent racer, doing a good job this season. Had some unfortunate events that maybe haven't taken some good finishes from him this season so far, but good to see that 82 still trucking.
Yeah, right now is riding on board here with that 68 of Stan Mayberry. Moved himself up into that 5th spot. He's got his teammate Charles Gurrick up in front of him about a 2nd and 3/4. But he's got that 94 Ryan Sword all over that back bumper. So Ryan Sword is trying to get up here and mix up with these boys, because Ryan Sword is currently sitting in that 17th spot. So he is on the bubble. So Ryan Chew, Josh Carver tied for that 15th spot. So Ryan Sword currently sitting on the bubble, 1 position out. He's currently 16 points down, I want to say. 23 points down below that next spot up. So that 94 trying to make as good a run as he can right now. But Stan Mayberry also trying to make a good run. It looks like Charles Gurrick battling out with that 77 of Clayton Kincart. Ryan Sword now going on the inside of that 68, excuse me.
Yeah, it's tied off of turn 4 there. The 94 really going to lean up on that 68 as the one main financial upstand. Mayberry looking to get a redemption week here as he's trying to bounce back and keep this good momentum that he's had going all season going. Second place in points. As you see that 9 machine of Colin Forrester just trying to get his momentum back up. We know he started up in that 4th position, now falling back to 7th. And it looks like he's just kind of it looks like that bottom lane might have got loose. He did. 94 through the grass.
Good save
He's
from
gonna
the
get out
94.
there back up though. Yeah, good save.
Really good save there from Ryan Sword. See if we can see what happened. Yeah, it looks like just coming out of the corner, just got really, really loose. So Ryan Sword having to collect it up. Yeah, like you said, he just kept it cool, did that little bit of a jump, was able to keep the car going. Nobody there in that little bit of a gap that he made. So yeah, good collection there from that 94 Ryan Sword. Really hands-on driving. Looks like 76 gonna go ahead and get around the 77 to Clayton Kinhart, promote himself into that 3rd spot. But now he's got about a 3.5 second gap back to that Charles Gurrick machine. Josh Carver still trying to hang on to that 51 of Bradley Wilson. Right now, it is just a Bradley Wilson and Josh Carver show, because these two guys have just ran off and left everybody out. Normally, Charles Gurrick is the one. Looks like Colin Forrester had just a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, the 9 machine back to 8th. Off the apron, just got loose a little bit.
Yeah, doing that pretty much that same
Salter
thing.
and Robbie by.
Yeah, so right now we've got a Wolfpack 4, 5, 6, and 7. We've got that 68 of Stan Mayberry, that 28 of Robbie Bice, and that 88 of David Salter, all sitting there in that 5th, 6th, and 7th position. So got a lot of teammates sitting here battling in this position. So we could see them really start helping and pushing this 68 up here, try to get him up here and battle it out with this Josh Carver and Bradley Wilson race right now.
Yeah, we'll see if Clayton Kinhart can work his way back up through the field. He's kind of falling back. It's Charles Gurrick now doing the good job, Chris, like you were talking about. We're seeing so many drivers now start to slip and slide, beat and bang. I mean, this is that section of the race. I mean, they're 30 laps plus on these tires. You could see these guys just lose the handle on that race car at any moment and just kind of slip. I wouldn't doubt seeing a caution, but another caution at least before we get to this, later point of the race.
I will say the next gen cars, whenever the tires do finally get a little worn down, they just let go. So it's going to be interesting to see. Like you said, they've been out on these tires for about 30 something laps now, 30 plus laps. So it's going to be interesting to see how these tires start handling with these cars. If that 77 to Clayton Kinhart looks like he's starting to slowly fall back from that Charles Gurrick machine. Charles Gurrick starting to slowly reel in Josh Carver, but Josh Carver starting to fall back a lot from that Bradley Wilson machine, now down to about 0.8 of a second, 0.9 of a second. So Bradley Wilson just really on a dominating lead, just taking out to a commanding lead, and not looking back now, because he's got Josh Carver a second back. That's really starting to push that gap between them two. He can really start to go in cruise control here before too long.
Yeah, Bradley Wilson doing what we expect Bradley Wilson to do, just controlling the pace of the race. And, like we were seeing earlier, those guys were just getting out there and pushing. I mean, one driver pushing another great fast driver to his limit. You're going to see that pace get extended even more. Got to go out there. You've got to find the grip. You've got to find the pace. If you don't, you're going to lose that position to the guy behind you who's just as hungry for that spot. And we're seeing a lot of good racing so far right now, but Carver, a little bit of damage on that rear end. That could be coming, no pun intended, to bite him in the rear end in the long run. As we're seeing now, him really start to lose that pace, but that also could be wondering, if if that's something along the lines of maybe just that rear end not being able to keep the grip down on the race car because of him trying to keep so much of the pace to match up there with Bradley Wilson. So now those tires are starting to really find that fall off. Not sure. We'll see. But right now, it's looking like this could be a Bradley Wilson second half of this race, as I'm assuming we'll see some pit stops here within the next 10-20 laps.
Yeah, Bradley Wilson's just pretty much on a dominating lead now. He's just starting to take command of this race, and like I said, not really look back. Bradley Wilson now out to almost a 2-second gap between him and Josh Carver. So Josh Carver really starting to have a loose bug come into that race car, starting to fall off a lot. But right now, Charles Gurrick starting to reel in that three of Josh Carver. So Charles Gurrick trying to get that car under control. Now getting it down to about a 3 1/10 second gap. So was about 4 seconds here before too long. And Josh Carver starting to, like I said, slowly fall off. Clayton Kincart now down to about a second and 1/10 gap between him and Charles. And then behind him, you've got that Robbie Bice, David Salter, and that 68 of Stan Mayberry collection right now. Stan Mayberry looking like he had a little bit of issue in that car. He fell back behind those two teammates of Robbie Bice and David Salter. So maybe Stan Mayberry said, "Hey, I'm just gonna sit behind you guys and cruise." Decided to go back there behind those guys. But Ryan Sword also all over that back bumper there. You go, oh, you see the 28 getting really loose. The 68 making a move on the inside. I was wondering if that 28 was going to try to dive down in front of that 94, cut that nose off, cut that momentum off. But the 28 is going to go ahead and let that 94 go by. So Robbie Bice falling back into that 8th spot. Stan Mayberry going to go around that 28, all over the back bumper of that 88 of David Salter now.
Another good run by David Salter right now at the moment, too. He's got himself sitting up in the top 5, Chris. We've seen Salter really starting to show some pace these last couple of weeks, and if he just keeps it together, it's going to be a pretty complete run. He's halfway through the race right now, and he's shown some good pace. As we say that, though, Stan Mayberry and that one main Financial 68 going to go to the inside here. We'll see if Stan's going to try to make this pass stick, and as they come out of turn 3 and 4, or if he's just going to kind of surrender it back to his teammate. Looks like at the moment it's going to be David Salter, but that 68 coming back to that inside lane.
Yeah, looks like he's going to clear him. Yeah, it looks like the 68 going to clear it. Yeah, you're going to see the 68 go up there, cut that nose off of the 88, going to go ahead and take over that 5th place spot. So the 88 of David Salter, you're watching a battle for that 2nd and 3rd spot in points. There's only a 34-point difference between him and Stan Mayberry. So right now, these two guys, they are definitely in the contention for the top 2, 3 in points. But they also don't have a win. So that is one of those drivers. Or these are a couple of drivers that definitely need to get up here and duke it out for some points, because without that wins, they're going to have to be the ones that fight for the point positions. As I see
oh, sorry, Chris. Just going to say, is Bradley Wilson out now to almost a 3-second gap on Josh Carver. Really starting to show that dominating pace. Carver, again, early was probably having to put a lot of work into the wheel, a lot of, throttle work, trying to get the car settled, get it just to go, having to make up a lot of pace to follow that 51 machine. And it looks like we were saying, now coming back to bite him as Charles Gurrick riding 3rd behind him. It's slowly starting to catch him now, 2.8 seconds. We'll see if Gurrick in that Fallout 76 machine can go up here and have anything to say to that number 3 of Josh Carver, who's currently sitting in 2nd spot and maybe not being able to hang on to the equipment he's got at the moment.
Yeah, two West Virginia natives definitely wanting to battle it out here on the track. Oh, as I think I had something, one of those drinks that I just took went down the wrong hole as I started talking. It was just, woo, I just wanted to start coughing. Apologize about that. As I see Dan Gallant in the Facebook chat saying, let's go Bradley Wilson and Clayton Kincart. So Bradley Wilson, like we were saying, currently sitting out in that first position. He's got that Ada Logan Rhodes right behind him. Unfortunate for that Ada Logan Rhodes. We were saying he was one of those drivers that was just caught up in the mess early on. Just had to try to take as much damage as he could, and then had a second incident that involved him. And it was just unfortunate for him. I see Jay Tucker in the YouTube chat saying that he's still proud of you, buddy. So there you go, Logan. Still proud of you, buddy. So just proud of you sticking out there on the track, even though you are a few laps down. But hey, that doesn't matter. You're still out on the track. That's all that matters. And also, Dan Gallant said Clayton Kincart, he's currently sitting in that fourth position. So Clayton Kincart trying to catch back up here with that 76 of Charles Garrick. But like we were saying, Charles Garrick slowly starting to reel in that 3 of Josh Carver. So Josh Carver having a really big issue here. He's got that 22 of Chad Hitchcock on his outside. It looks like Brian Chew, Matthew Fitz both coming down pit lane. So this might start bringing down the drivers coming down pit lane, Josh.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see, like that, or I wouldn't, wouldn't expect otherwise, to be honest. I mean, they've almost went, what now, 50 laps on these tires. They need to come down and get some tires, man. They're gonna be stressing these tires here soon a lot more than they need to. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that 51, that 3. It sounds like David Salter now going to come down pit road. He is currently sitting in 6. Robbie Bice as well going to pit. We'll see here see if any more of the people do light up and want to make their way down pit road.
Whoa. Yeah, as you saw, David Salter looking like he was going to miss there at the beginning. See the 68 deciding to go ahead and stay out on the track, so a different pit strategy from that 68 machine. So Bradley Wilson looking like coming down pit lane right now. So Bradley Wilson down pit lane. Josh Carver going to assume the lead here at lap 76. Charles Garrick going to be right behind him. He's got that 2 of Matthew Fitz on his inside, who is currently a lap down, but he's got those better tires, so you should see that 2 start to really run off and leave that 76. Whoa, you see the 76 getting kind of loose on that outside lane. It looks like the 2 might, I was thinking it looked like the 2 might have been going ahead and getting ready to surrender that position, but nope, it looks like the 2 going to go ahead and go around in a really, really slingshot fashion. So the 76 just decided to go ahead and get her checked up. So Bradley Wilson, Clayton Kincart, both down pit lane. Clayton Kincart currently getting his car serviced right now. Bradley Wilson on his way out. He's fallen down to that 8th position. But Josh Carver and co have not come down pit lane yet. So that's going to be when you see that 51 of Bradley Wilson start to really come back alive. Just whenever Josh Carver come down pit lane. As I say that, Josh Carver pulling off. Going to go ahead and pull her down pit lane. You're going to have that 76 of Charles Garrick going to go ahead and pull down behind him as well. So Colin Forrester going to assume the lead here at lap 78. Going to go ahead and check off that, hey, let a lap. So let a lap before the end of the season. As I see Ed DeBauer saying in the Facebook chat, 15 minutes and I'll be back. So getting word from that 82 machine that he will be back in 15 minutes. So we're timing you there, man. As Josh Carver, Charles Garrick still down pit lane. Colin Forrester still out in the lead. We're going to see how long he decides to hold on to that lead. As you see the 51 of Bradley Wilson getting around that 9 machine, getting that lap back. So if you're that 9 machine, you definitely see the 51 is making a lot of time up. You need to decide to go ahead and pull it down pit lane here before too long.
Yeah, it looks like we have about our top 5 has still not came down pit road actually, so you'd think they'd have came down pit road now, like you said, just losing too much time. And they get back out of the track, if they were battling for position, they better hope the guy either had a bad stop or he's hit the wall about 3 times if they want to make it back up. It looks like Yep, Stan Mayberry is also one of those guys that have not came down pit road, so you'll see. They're going to lose some position here, maybe, as
Yeah, Josh.
Carver got caught speeding.
Oh, unfortunate for that 3 machine. Got caught speeding. You're going to see him bring it down pit lane here. Oh, that's unfortunate for that 3 machine. Such a dominating presence up here in the lead. So now if you're that 51 of Colin Forster, the 51 of Bradley Wilson, that's definitely something you like to see. Stan Mayberry coming down pit lane now. So Colin Forster going to go ahead and stay out at least one more lap. Stan Mayberry said, nah, I'm going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane now. So Stan Mayberry pulling it down here at lap 81. We might see Colin Forster go ahead and pull it down. Nope, it looks like he's going to stay out at least one more time. So Colin Forster, Ryan Sword pulling it down pit lane. You should see his teammate of Austin Rhodes might pull it down in pit lane as well. Nope, doesn't look like it. Looks like he's going to go around at least one more time. So Bradley Wilson going to move himself up into that 3rd spot whenever he gets around that 94 Ryan Sword. So like we were saying, Bradley Wilson going to move himself up into a pretty position here after all these drivers come down pit lane, because Colin Forster, Austin Rhodes still has not come down pit lane. And that 51 is just going to be able to cruise right now. He's got about a 4-second gap between him and Chad Hitchcock. So Chad Hitchcock up 13 positions right now, doing a good job. But he's going to have to come down pit lane before too long as well. So he's going to have to surrender all that position. So that's going to give that position back to that 76 of Charles Gurick. He's going to be in that 4th spot whenever Chad Hitchcock comes down pit lane. But whenever Colin Forster and Austin Rhodes decide to pull it down pit lane, that will give Bradley Wilson that lead. So right now there's only 3 cars on the lead lap. So you're definitely wanting Colin Forster and Austin Rhodes to come down pit lane, so that way everybody can get those positions back.
Yeah, I don't want to stay out too long because it is going to get everybody trapped where they're going to have to come down pit road. And then you don't want people trapped a lap down, blah, blah, blah. But Bradley Wilson's loving that he doesn't have to worry about that 3 of Josh Carver, I'm sure. He really doesn't have to deal with that 3 machine all over his back bumper anymore. Or if he does deal with him on his back bumper, it's not going to be 4th position anymore. It seemed like the only driver out here besides Clayton Kincart that was able to keep some sort of pace with him. And right now, I feel like that 51 almost scotch-free. He can just drive this thing home. He's got close to about 40 laps left in this race.
Yeah, just from going on board there with that 77 to Clayton Kincart, Josh, did you see that looseness there from that 12 of Austin Rhodes? You can definitely see they are really fighting that car right now. Austin Rhodes going to go ahead and stay out, try to stretch this as long as he can. Whoa, that is definitely a pit strategy here from my perspective. That is something you don't see. These drivers still out on those lap 26 tires. Or if they even took tires on the first lap, they could have just took fuel and damage repair, but doesn't look like they would have taken damage repair. So yeah, it looks like maybe they would have taken tires that first time. So yeah, they're almost on 80 lap tires. So it started 60. Excuse me, my math is terrible.
Wait, are you talking about calling them?
It's gonna be 61 lap tires. So yeah, a lot of blisters and heat into these tires for Colin Forster and Austin Rhodes. So it's going to be interesting to see how long they stay out. I'm getting the word. Ed DeBauer says 3 minutes. 3 minutes and he'll be back out there. We're waiting for you, Ed.
Goes out, blows engine, and on pit, or on the apron.
So right now, Colin Forster still out in the lead. Got a 12-second gap between him and that 12 machine of Austin Rhodes. Chad Hitchcock going to go ahead and surrender that 5th position to David Salter. So Chad Hitchcock going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane, try to stretch it out as far as he can. Austin Rhodes going to stay out one more time. At least Colin Forster Coming down the backstretch, he's got about a 13-second gap now on that 12 of Austin Rhodes. Bradley Wilson slowly eating into that gap. This would be where those tires would start to even out, but the 9 of Colin Forster go ahead and pulling her down pit lane. You see that lockup there trying to get her slowed down right before that pit lane. You should see Austin Rhodes coming down pit lane as well. Yes, you do. Austin Rhodes going to pull it down pit lane. So, going to be about a 20-second gap. No, I say that Bradley Wilson now assuming the lead here. Like I said, lost all that time. So now they're going to lose a couple positions. They're going to have those fresher tires, but really going to have to battle back through all of this slower traffic. As Charles Garrick, he's going to pass them right now, assume that second position. That should give David Salter that third position. It will. So David Salter going to assume the third position. Clayton Kincart going to be in that fourth spot. Stan Mayberry going to assume that sixth spot. Ryan Sorton seventh. Robbie Bison eighth. Austin Rhodes on his way out right now. So Robbie Bice, Colin Forster just got passed by Robbie Bice. So Robbie Bice going to be in that seventh spot. Colin Forster in eighth. Matthew Fitz in ninth. Should get around him. Austin Rhodes in 10th, Brian Chew in 11th, and then Chad Hitchcock is going to be your last driver on the lead lap. I see that 82 at Ed DeBauer out on the track, Josh.
DeBauer is back. Went and picked up the kid. Came back in time to have a good couple laps left. He's only on lap 19, going to lap 20. Ed's got to turn 100 laps to get caught back up here. Oh my goodness.
Everybody wrecks out. Yeah, everybody wrecks out. Ed DeBauer finishes the race in first.
That would be a turn of events right there. That'd be definitely, I think, the definition of interesting. It looks like Scrappy's down pit road.
William Brown down pit road for 20 minutes now. So looks like William Brown going to go ahead and call it a night. So Bradley Wilson assumed the lead here at lap 90. I want to say 91. But has not looked back since. He's got 11-second gap between him and that 76 of Charles Garrick. Then right now we've got David Salter, Stan Mayberry, all sitting in that second, third, and fourth spot. So got a Wolfpack Brigade up here in that second, third, and fourth spot. But behind him is that 77 of Clayton Kincart. And then Ryan Sword in that Sparkle Unicorn machine trying to battle it out for that fifth and sixth position. Woo, you saw Clayton Kincart having to go on the defense there. The 94 getting really loose on that inside lane, but it looks like the 94 just going to go ahead, take that inside lane. 77 just going to go ahead and tuck in behind that 94. And in that sixth position, Ryan Sword going to be your new fifth place position holder. So it looks like Stan Mayberry having a little bit of issue here in his machine. I see him starting to fall back in the timing just a little bit. So now he's about to have that Ryan Sword machine all over his back bumper. You see the 88 of David Salter got himself up 10 positions in that third spot. Good on that 88 machine to get make up all that position. Charles Garrick sitting in that second spot, but he's got an 11-second, almost 12-second gap between him and that 51 of Bradley Wilson. So going to have a lot of time to make up between him and that 51, because this will be the 7th win for Bradley Wilson if he can just hold off for 25 more laps.
Yeah, and Bradley Wilson starting this season said that he was going to try to go for almost every win. Granted, he isn't there like he wanted to be, but 7 wins, that would be one big season from him, and a way to bounce back after picking up Cup Series championship last season in the Gen 6 cars, as he's going to roll it into turn 1 and 2 here. Got traffic in front of him, but that 51 machine just always executing. Always got the right setup. Whatever they've got going on over in the setup department seems to be working. And that 51 machine always hitting on all the right numbers for the day, as he is going to roll himself around 3 and 4 and come to grab the end of lap 97, the start of lap 98 of 120. Bradley Wilson doing what we expect Bradley Wilson to do, leading the race here in that 51 Dodge Charger. We'll see what he's got left for us and see if anybody's got any Cinderella tricks left for him in the tank here with about 112 laps to go. or excuse me, 123 laps. I don't know why I said
23 laps to
123.
23 laps to go, Josh,
Excuse
not
me.
123. Yeah, it's Bradley Wilson. He's gonna if he can hold on to this lead position for 22 more laps, he will beat your regular seat. Whoa, caution's out. Caution is out. It looks like Matthew Fitz. Oh, Matthew Fitz stopped on the it looks like the front straightaway. Looks like he might have had a little bit of an issue. Also, looks like Logan Rhodes was involved in that. Go back and see what happened with this Austin Fitz machine. I mean, Matthew Fitz machine. Oh my goodness. Oh, so it looks like got a little loose. Josh Carver getting into that back bumper, pushing him down into the grass. Oh, you see Logan Rhodes back there, also really loose coming out of turn 4. The two's trying to
Just
save
get
it.
back into Carver. Big hit from Matthew Fitz.
Oh, it looks like Casey Collin back in the 84 got loose. So the Logan Rhodes got loose coming out of turn 4, and then the 84 looks like he got loose. Oh, it looks like Stoney Benfield gets involved in that. Oh, and then the 18 of Brian Chu also involved. Oh, no.
Not exactly what we were thinking was going to happen to the Candyman. Then again, didn't also think that we were about to see a big wreck like that. That is unfortunate for all of our contenders here.
Looks like Brian Chu's already missing his hood there. Yeah, as you see there. Oh, just it looks like Stoney Benfield might have gotten a little loose. Maybe given the 84 just a little bit of a tap. Actually, it looks like maybe the 84 might have gotten looks like he's coming down on top of. Yeah, it looks like the 84 just came down on top of Stoney Benfield there. And then Logan Rhodes just nowhere to go into the back of the 84 Clayton Kincart. And then the 18 looks like he's getting it checked up here. But then everybody just comes up in front of him. There's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, nothing you can really do about those situations. Just kind of got to live with it, take it, and keep your head down and keep it going. Keep your head up, head down in the race car world. But such your marks, man. Unfortunate for the 18. He's had a unfortunate turn of events this season. I'm expecting to see Brian Chu back out here, or back up a step. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna word that differently, but back up a step. Look at the situation. Realize, okay, I've gotten myself into a little bit of kerfuffle here. I know I'm fast. I was fast last season, and I think he'll get it. I think he'll get it worked back out. That 18 machine has been fast, knows what to do, knows what it takes to get up here and run in the top 5 positions consistently. Just haven't really seen it in these next gen cars, especially being open setup. Gonna see a lot of these guys just starting to dominate with their setups, but Brian Chu and guys like Brian Chu, just the rest of the field, expecting to see some growth in this latter half of the season.
Yeah, but right now, David Salter, he was gonna stay out on the track, it looked like, but decided to go ahead and pull it down pit lane. See him getting it woed down there. So Bradley Wilson going to assume the lead here with 19 laps to go, or as Josh likes to say, 119 laps to go. 19 laps to go. Bradley Wilson gonna take back over the lead, but now he's gonna have that 76 of Charles Gurrick. Colin Forster's going to be stacked back up. Stan Mayberry going to have fresher tires as well. So a lot of these drivers that are going to have to get up here and start battling it up, they're going to be up here and have fresher tires. Maybe we might be seeing a race here before too long, Josh.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if we see just a all-out melee here at the end. These cars are able to race so close together, and this is going to be the first time Bradley's going to be stacked back up with traffic behind him. So we'll see how he's able to manage it. We know how well Bradley Wilson works in these situations. I mean, this would be his 7th win of the season. Coming off, he's the defending champion from last season. And that 51 machine, excellent driver, excellent handle on the race car. But I really wouldn't be surprised. We got a lot of guys back here that still have some cleaner noses that, have gotten their way up here into these positions. One of those guys is Stan Mayberry, 2nd in points this season. Then you got the 94 of Ryan Sword right behind him. Robbie Bice sitting in 7th, so we've got some guys that are sitting up here in the podium positions. Or not, excuse me, not the podium positions, but these points positions that are, looking like they can get themselves a good race here tonight.
Yeah, but the pace lights are out. That 51 of Bradley Wilson going to have that 76 of Charles Gurick all over that back bumper on this restart. That 76 is going to have a really good restart if he's going to be able to sit up here in tango with this 51. We do know that that 76, he likes to hang back for pretty much the whole race. And then when it comes down to the nitty gritty, he likes to really get down there and start battling it out. So he's got that 51 Dodge Charger all over his front bumper. So we're going to see if that 76 can get off to a good start. But he's going to have to worry about that 9 of Colin Forster all over his back bumper. And like we were saying, that 68 of Stan Mayberry is also back there. Big jump there from the
green flag.
From the 51. Yeah, so green flag here. The 76 going to have to get it going here a little faster. The 9 all over his back bumper now.
As into turn 1, we'll see if that 76 can hold off this charge from the 9 of Colin Forster. Forster has been in these positions before. It's good to see him working his way back. But look at that drive down the back straightaway. The 2 cars going to pull right back up to that 51 of Bradley Wilson. That just shows you the draft advantage they have in that tandem. But out of turn 4, that 76 is going to get a little bit wide. He's going to wash up as the 9 of Forster going to peak for a moment. We'll see if Colin Forster now is going to put this 76 under pressure, or if he's more worried about trying to go up here and get as close as he can to this 51, try to get himself set up for the race lead.
Yeah, you see the 76 looks like he's running that mid to top lane. Whoa, big push there from the 76. That's going to open up the door for the 9 on the top lane. The 76 should have the drive on that bottom lane. Let's see if that 76 is going to hold him down. It looks like no. The Colin Forster trying to pinch that 76 down. So Colin Forster really trying to push that outside lane right now. But that 76 should have the drive in coming out of turn 2.
He will indeed. 76, Charles Gurick going to get himself back clear of Colin Forster. As when they get linked up like that, they start to pull up to that 51 of Bradley Wilson very, very fast. As you see, they've already pulled back up to him. With about 14 to go, we'll see where these drivers are going to take their runs, what they're going to decide to do here. These are the closing stages. Everything that you've learned in this race, you throw that out the window. They're not even out the window. You throw it in the brain, and everything else you throw out the window, and you just say, let's go. You know what to do. You've learned what to do. You know what the track's going to do. You know what your car's going to do in traffic. Now is the time you take all that knowledge you've learned. And look at that, Chris. Gurick to the outside of Bradley Wilson. He's going to make the pass for a second. He's going to lead the lap. But is Gurick going to get this pass stuck? Doesn't look like it for the moment, but door to door off of 2.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Charles Gurick has got it, but as I say that, looks like Charles Gurick trying to hang all over that right rear quarter panel of that 51. Whoa, big door battle. We got 76, 51 going around. See if they can keep it clean.
Saved it.
Oh, no, he's going to get into it.
The 51's completely clean.
Ryan Sword stuck up into the Toyota badge. Oh, that's unfortunate for Ryan Sword. Yeah, he had to teleport for that. That was just unfortunate. So Stan Mayberry going to get around cleanly. Looks like Bradley Wilson might have gotten lucky.
I think he got almost any damage from that.
Oh, you see the 28? Was that the 28 of Robbie Bice? Yeah, that was the 28 of Robbie Bice. It looks like the damage there was on the quarter panel. Yeah, that's where the damage came from. See, it looks like they were just going for that same real estate. 76 gets a quarter panel there for a quarter panel shot from the 51. Stan Mayberry getting around that one. Ooh. So go on board here with Stan Mayberry. We'll watch it from his point of view. Actually, we'll go on board here with the 9 of Colin Forster, since he was actually the closest to it. As it looks like they're going for the same real estate. The 76 is running the top lane. Charles Gurrick is running the top lane. Looks like, yeah, he cuts that bottom lane. And the 51 just comes up into that position. Yeah. 51 comes up into the 76.
Colin able to eke by as well. Looks like we had a couple drivers down pit road. Robbie Bice, Austin Rhodes, Ryan Sword, Gurrick, gonna all come down pit road. Then again, Gurrick, as you see right there, has a reason to come down pit road. And it looks like Bradley made a lot more contact than we thought he did when you slow it down. So it looks like Robbie's going to make big contact with the outside wall. Ooh, and he is.
Yeah, I just thought maybe he could squeeze through there. And just unfortunate for that 28 machine. So Colin Forster, Stan Mayberry going to eke on by. That was a really, really stressful situation if you're in that 68 machine. We're actually going to go back and watch it on board here from that Stan Mayberry machine. Doesn't look like it went too. It doesn't look like it went back far enough. So we'll just rewind it a little bit. As you see, the 51 and the 76 just fighting for that same real estate. 51 just going to eke up on that top lane. In the 76, they're going to door bang, whoa, right out in front of them. Bradley Wilson in the YouTube chat saying, didn't mean to do it, dang it. That's unfortunate, Bradley, man. That's one of those things that just, it's a racing incident, man. Just, you know, trying to pinch up to that top lane. Something like that happens, man.
Especially in the last 20.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to make that same move almost. So, like we were saying, both look like y'all are going for the same spot. It happens, but, hey, you saw what happened to your competition. Could have been a lot worse.
It's unfortunate for that 76, though. I know Charles Gurrick. I know he's not probably happy about it, though. He's really trying to get his name up in here, because he is. Let's see, where is he actually at in the points? I cannot find him. As for some reason, my points are not loading up, so I do apologize. I'm just going to say that I cannot get it to load up. So, oh, wait, there he is. He's tied with 29th for Lance Hill. So, yeah, Charles Gurrick just needing to get as many points as he could, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything. So, unfortunate for that 76 machine. I know he's probably not happy with the outcome, but like you said, Bradley Wilson in the YouTube chat saying he apologized about it. So Bradley Wilson saying that, you know, hey man, just no harm, no foul. Sorry, that was my bad. It's the 88.
Yeah, it was all just a little bit of extracurricular activity. So we all have it. Everybody does it. As it looks like the pace car going to come off this time. It's going to be that 9, that 68, and the 51, who's hopefully not too damaged, but David Salter going to be sitting in 4th with that Clayton Kincart machine in 5th, and then Austin Rhodes 6th, Robbie by 7th, Chad Hitchcock 8th, and that's going to be the last of your lead lap runners. From 9th on back, Matthew Fitz is going to be a lap down.
Yeah, so if you're that Stan Mayberry machine, you're definitely wanting to get as many points as you can, but when you've got that 51 all over that back bumper, you're just hoping that little bit of damage will slow down that 51 so that Stan Mayberry machine can get up here and start battling it out, because he's never won a race, and he's definitely licking his lips for that position right now.
Yeah, we'll see how willing Stan's able to push the boundaries here. Green flag back out. He got off to an okay start, but that Don got off to another well start. It seems like these single file restarts really playing an advantage to that leader.
Yeah, but we do see the head of momentum these cars get whenever they finally do get linked up. But look at that. Bradley Wilson having a little bit of issue. The 88 of David Salter going to be on the inside. The 77 of Clayton Kincart also going to go around him. Oh, that 51 definitely hurting now. He's falling back really bad. So David Salter is going to move himself up into third place. He's going to have that 77 of Clayton Kincart. But now look at this, Josh. Stan Mayberry starting to catch that non-machine.
Yeah, 5 laps to go this next time by as well.
Yeah, as you see that non-machine taking that really low lane, trying to cut that draft off. Whoa, that 68 doesn't need to be taking that low lane. That's going to tighten him up. You're going to see that E88 trying to push him. Whoa, the 88, the 77 getting into the wall, but they're going to keep it straight. The 12 going to have a really good run. So that's going to open up the door there for those guys. But the 68 trying to take that mid to top lane. Let's see if he can work up something.
Yeah, the 68 of Stan Mayberry is probably sweating bullets right now. He wants this race victory all over the back bumper. It is right there. He can see it, can almost grab it, just got his fingertips on it. We'll see if the 68 can reel it in. Does he got anything left for that 9 of Colin Forrester? 4 laps to go this time by. It'll be Chevy versus Ford. We'll see how these boys are going to do, as they've got David Salter behind them, waiting, also licking his chops for any type of mistake. Austin Rhodes as well. Bradley Wilson sitting behind them with Clayton Kincart as into turns 3 and 4. Coming to grab it, 3 laps to go.
Whoa!
There it is. There it is. Stan Mayberry pass for the lead.
Oh.
Wrecked. Whoa. Dang, man, you hate to see that.
Yeah, unfortunate for that 68 machine. We'll go back and see what it looks like. It looks like it was another one of those trying to fight for the same real estate, Josh. Looks like maybe that 68 was trying to pinch that 9 up just a little bit. Maybe pinched him a little too far up there. We'll see what happens here. As it looks like pretty much the same thing that happened with that 51 machine.
Yeah, pretty much.
It just looks like trying to go for that same real estate. Maybe the 68 just trying to push up, trying to pinch that 9 up just a little bit into the wall. You're going to see the 9 and the 68 go into the wall. Unfortunate turn of events there for that Stan Mayberry machine as he was making that move on that inside for that pass.
Look who that's going to promote to the lead, though, Chris. David Salter.
Unfortunate turn of events there for that 68 machine. I just really feel bad for him. He's but hey, it's one of those things, Stan. Don't hang your head at it, man. You're doing really good. You're up here battling for the lead, man. Don't let that hang your stunt your momentum or anything, man. You're doing a really good job.
Now our attention focuses from one driver to another. We focus on this 88, this Harley Davidson machine. David Salter, man. He can go out here and win this race. All within a matter of a couple laps. He's moved his way up into the contention. He's got Austin Rhodes behind. Bradley Wilson, who looks like he's not able to keep pace. David Salter's just got to grab the green and make it around, grab the white, make it around one more time, and he could be your winner here tonight. With us starting single file, not expecting to see too many hectic restarts 3 wide, 4 wide, as these boys will have a little bit of time to get spaced out and they can't pass before the stripes. So, just could be a David Salter kind of night here, Chris. He could have just gotten the lucky dice roll.
Yeah, with 3 laps to go, we're going to go ahead and go to another side-by-side. Just go ahead and get the commercial break out of the way. We'll be right back.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below before you dig. Visit nc811.org to learn more.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
And we welcome you back with 3 laps to go. The pace lights are out. David Salter is currently your leader. If you've seen a little bit of a trend here tonight, the guys that normally get out in the front, they can dictate that restart. We'll see if that 88 can do a really good jump, get out into the lead, and separate himself from that 12 machine. You do know Bradley Wilson is fighting a little bit of a damage issue, so Bradley Wilson might not be able to catch up with that 12 of Austin Rhodes. We'll see, but that 77 of Clayton Kincart, the 22 of Chad Hitchcock, they're also looking to get up here and mix it up for that top 3, and don't count out Robbie Bice either. Stan Mayberry also still on the lead lap. He can get up here, still get a top 3. So anything can happen here with 3 laps to go. So we haven't hit the green-white caution yet. So the green-white checkers yet. So this will be the first green-white checker attempt. So these guys will get a couple of attempts if we do get another couple of cautions. But David Salter should get out to a good jump. You see that 51 all over that back bumper. He's ready to go. Pace car is about to take that hard left-hand turn.
It'll be David Salter. Austin Rhodes, not a bad restart. One of the better restarts we've seen in the single file standard they have for tonight.
Yeah, Bradley Wilson.
Yeah, you can tell that 51 big off pace.
Yeah, the Bradley Wilson machine just really off pace. 77 trying his best to help push him, trying to get him some momentum going, but just that 51 just
Salter
really...
getting past.
Yeah, Salter getting past on the inside. The 88 having to battle out with the 12. Austin Rhodes passing the 12. Let's see if the 88 can make anything happen here. 2 laps to go. This will be the white flag.
White flag. Race is official.
So let's see if Austin Rhodes can hold off that 88 and David Salter. We see the 51 having really big issues, slowing up, not able to keep pace with that 88 and that 12. But right now, Austin Rhodes taking that inside lane. David Salter doesn't look like he might have it, but this could be the pass right here. The 88 trying to take that inside lane, but doesn't look like he has the momentum.
Good drive by Austin Rhodes. He's going to grab the win. Checkered flag, Austin Rhodes, man. What a pass down the back straightaway.
Yeah, and Bradley Wilson going to take that third position. So David Salter going to set himself up on the second position. And then Bradley Wilson, with all that damage, all that upsetting stuff going on, still going to pull out a third place podium. And hats off to Clayton Kincart for pushing that 51 around. He definitely was off pace. Austin Rhodes going to pull out the win. He's going to burn it down.
Well-deserved burnout from Austin Rhodes as well. What a good race from our guys here tonight, man. We saw a lot of drivers that maybe not expecting to see up here in the front, and that's what these next-gen cars are supposed to do. Bring the racing closer, and well, like we saw, Austin Rhodes, that Team Smart Unicorn, going to pick up the win here tonight at Charlotte. One hell of a finish from him tonight as well. So we're going to go ahead and go through your unofficial results here, up 15 spots. Austin Rhodes picking up the win. David Salter going to pick up second after he was passed on the last lap by your winner here tonight. Bradley Wilson going to finish third after damages, going to knock that pace out of that race car, but Clinton Kincart going to finish fourth after giving that 51 a good shove up here to finish in that podium position. Chad Hitchcock going to finish in fifth with Stan Mayberry sixth, Matthew Fitz seventh, Robbie Bice eighth with Josh Carver in ninth, Casey Collenbach in 10th with Colin Forrester 11th, Jimmy Green 12th with Ryan Sword in that 13th spot, Charles Garrett 14th, Brian Chu 15th, Sturdy Benfield going to be 16th with Logan Rhodes 17th, Ed DeBauer 18th, Brian Hubel 19th, William Brown 20th, and Mikey Newman 21st. So let's see. Here we do have all three of your drivers ready. So we'll go ahead and get a post-race interview here going in just a moment, and we'll have a word with your three drivers. All right, and going to go ahead and bring up Austin Rhodes. Have a word with your race winner. Austin Rhodes, Chris and Josh up here in the Full Throttle booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, guys.
Hey, man, we just saw an excellent last lap finish, or last pass, excuse me, oh my goodness, there for the race win. Austin, what an excellent race from you, man. We saw some drivers take themselves out here. We saw some wrecks, and overall here at this green-white checkered finish, you set up David Salter there down the back straightaway for a good last lap pass. Take us through it, man, and congratulations on that victory here tonight at Charlotte.
Yeah, thank you. At the beginning, I was falling far behind, so I figured why not try it with that caution that came out kind of at a weird spot, kind of just take gas only and give myself an extra set of tires. And that last caution came out with like 10 to go, and I had an extra set, and that's what set me up. I mean, running with 10 lap newer tires, had a good run on them too.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell you had the good run, man, and you put on an excellent show here. It's not been a great showing of events for the Sparkle Unicorn guys these last couple of weeks. I've usually had the faster open setup cars, and then it seems like recently just haven't had the speed or haven't had the luck go y'all's way. But tonight, Austin, you've flip flopped that all the way around, man. An excellent last lap pass, and got to say a big congratulations to you, man. A good race all the way through to keep that nose clean. We saw a lot of guys finishing tonight with damage, and that 12 machine seemed like one of the only cars out there tonight that was clean. And again, congratulations, Austin. And if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before you let us go here tonight, you're more than welcome to let them out there, buddy.
Oh yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting. You guys do a great job. And thank you to the Full Throttle League for having everybody here and creating a community that races together. And I got to give a shout out to the Sparkle Unicorn guys. We're real tight, and it shows a lot. I mean, we do like to take each other out in the middle of races sometimes, but
who doesn't?
It is what it is.
Hey, we all have our run-ins, Austin, but hey, love watching you guys race week in and week out, and you're a fun team to watch. We enjoy what you guys bring to the track, and hey, Austin, again, congratulations, buddy, on that victory. And hey, we'll let you get going here tonight, man, and hopefully see that 12 machines momentum carry on, and maybe pick up another race victory here later on in the season.
Yep. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you, Austin. You too, man. All right, and that was Austin Rhodes, your first place finisher. Going to go ahead and bring in second place finisher David Salter. Have a word with him. David Salter, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, guys.
Man. Only a lap short right there, and we could be maybe talking about you as the victor here, but Austin Rhodes having those fresher tires off the corner, able to get that last lap pass. But Salter, got to say, what a night, man. You were in the mix of a lot of things here. You saw some big old wrecks. You saw everything happen, and still able to walk away with that second place, able to keep that nose clean, David. And again, congratulations, buddy, and good to see you on the podium here tonight.
Yeah, I want to say it's probably the long time in coming talking to you guys all season. It's been an up and down, regular season. I'm just looking forward to the playoffs with the momentum that we've been carrying with the team. Great setups every week. My hat's off to the guys.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
I think I had my mic muted. I do apologize.
Not a problem.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, Robbie and I, Patrick, and Stan, we all worked on this setup all week long, trying to make it better. Stoney kind of gave us in a direction, and just the five of us just clicking on all cylinders tonight. Just a little bit short at the end, but you know what? Second place to me. At the end of the season that I've had, I'll take that as a win.
Oh yeah, man, David, it was a great race here from you tonight, man. It was awesome. Usually those Wolfpack guys been in, so much these past couple weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4 in qualifying, and tonight coming out showing some good race pace. It was just an excellent, race from you guys, and then it looks like another fast setup. It just goes to show that you guys are able to keep your nose clean, stay out of some of that race adversity. Salter and the co over at Wolfpack seem to have a good, fast couple of race cars and some pretty fast race drivers. Again, congratulations on that second place, Salter. I do apologize about having my mic muted right there. I don't know how awkward that was there for a second, but hey, again, congratulations, Salter. And hey, if you've got any final words, Salt, shout outs, or anything before we let you go here tonight, you're more than welcome to get them out there, sir.
My teammates, Stan, Patrick, Stoney, Charles, Robbie, myself. I think that's all the teammates that worked on the setup. Salter's Appliance Repair, owner and sponsor, 811 Dig. You and Chris up in the booth all year long. Great job by you guys. Hats off to it. Austin, them guys ran well. Bradley, it's like you're trying to catch Bradley every week. But just overall, just thanks to my team, thanks to you guys, and I mean, it's like I said, it's a long time coming, all season long. Had the close finishes, or think I'm gonna be there, and something always happens.
Well, yeah, it seems like that's how it always seems to go here in the Full Throttle series, man. You got to either be running good, or you got to be catching Bradley Wilson to be running good. It seems like. So hey, either way, Salter, congratulations on that second place, buddy. Hopefully we'll see it roll in here into the next coming weeks and at Texas. And again, congratulations on that second place here tonight, and enjoy the rest of your weeks.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the playoffs. We should have some good stuff coming here soon, and be looking forward to talking to you guys again. You guys have a good night.
You too, Salter. All right, and that was David Salter. Going to go ahead and bring in Bradley Wilson, third place finisher here tonight. Get this final interview wrapped up here. Bradley Wilson, Chris, and Josh here in the Full Throttle booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. Well, we saw some big accident there early. We saw Charles Gurrick go on his lid, go over you. Thought you cleared him at first. Thought you got away with maybe no damage, but it seemed like apparently you had a big amount of damage, and we saw that push from Clayton Kincart there at the end to keep, help keep you on the podium. But Bradley, it just seemed like that damaged a little bit too much tonight, as we saw early in the run. Very, very dominant. It seemed like you had a fast race car tuned up here tonight. And if we don't see that damage, maybe a little bit of a different outcome here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, Ed DeBauer did a great job on the setup. We didn't have one because we were thinking we were doing Roval until like 4 days before, and we don't have the we're not the best setup builders. So I talked to Ed a little bit, and he sent me one over and said I had to shout him out in my interview. So big huge shout out to him. If I didn't have that setup, I would not be here right now.
Well, I mean, man, we know how fast you are, Bradley, and it's been a big shout out night all night to Ed DeBauer. He left early in the race, was talking about how he was in the playoffs, was not worried about it, come back, ran a couple laps towards the end, but it seemed like his setup here was able to pick you up and keep you going, man. I mean, you seemed like you had a fast race car until that damage, we were speaking about prior, but other than that, it just was seemed like another Bradley Wilson style night. You got out, you led a bunch of laps early. You seemed like you were going to be the car to beat all night, and just pure driver skill. We know how it is at Charlotte, one of those tracks that, kind of necessarily not all the way full throttle, but kind of, in a sense you are. So, we know how it can be to pass or, necessarily, get in that racing scenario here to track like Charlotte. And overall, I think you did a great job, Bradley. And it stinks to see you have to come away with a third place with as fast as the race car was early, but not the best car on the track always wins. And after a third place finish, I feel like you can't hang your head here too much tonight.
Yeah, definitely nothing to hang my head at. Was thinking maybe just taking the night off, but I figured since last week didn't end too well, I just had to gain a little bit momentum for the playoffs starting next week, and hoping we can find something with these cars, and hopefully don't change too much with the next iRacing build.
Oh yeah, we know that next build probably going to bring some big old update changes, and hopefully that don't change it for a lot of people out there in the setup shop and a lot of people racing in the league right now. But these things do happen, and hopefully it'll be for the better. We know we got some super speedway changes we'd probably want to see, but that's another talk for another day. Bradley, got to say though, big congratulations to you again tonight, man. And if you've got any final words, final thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let that 51 machine go here tonight, you're more than welcome to go ahead and throw them out there, buddy.
Huge shout out to my sponsors, ShenandoahShine.co, MartinSports906.com, Elite Performance Industries. They've really niced us with setups this year, and that's where a lot of the wins and stuff came from this year. Sadly, we couldn't run one tonight. My teammate Clayton Kincart for giving me a push there at the end. It was a lot of fun. James Morgan, he sadly couldn't make it tonight. All the other guys at Shenandoah Shine that helped me become a better driver. Y'all for broadcasting. It's always fun to go back and watch it. 811 Dig for sponsoring the league, and Full Throttle for putting this on. It's been a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, man. It's always fun watching you boys get out there and race. Bradley, well, again, congratulations, man. Good to have you up here in the booth. Hopefully we'll be talking to you next week at Texas, but enjoy the rest of your week, Bradley. Congratulations on that damaged third place, bruised and battered finish. And hopefully we'll be again talking to you next week, and enjoy the rest of your week, buddy.
All right, thank you. You guys too.
Thank you. All right. Well, that was our third and final interview done and finished. Chris, do you have any final thoughts for the fans before we let them get going here tonight?
Yeah, just a big shout out to everybody at the Full Throttle group. Robbie, David, all the guys in the background that keep all this stuff going. Just a big shout out to them. Big shout out to all the teams, over the, over this season, over this year, I would say, of being with the Full Throttle guys. Just a really, really love the fact that we've really got to grow. All the Sparkle Unicorn guys, all of the Shenandoah Shine guys, all the Wolfpack guys, all the Revy Motorsports guys, all those guys that just, and not even people on teams, just everybody just being, being our friends and letting us be a part of this family, and we really do appreciate it. And, just a big shout out to everybody out there on the Facebook, on the YouTube. I saw Jay Tucker saying, great podcasting, guys. See you next season. Well, hey, man, we still got the championship races to go through. So we're not done with this yet. It just might be the end of the regular season, but we still got the end of the season to go through. So we still got a couple more races, but just a big shout out to everybody out there. We couldn't do it without the people out on Facebook, out on YouTube. So just big shout out to everybody who makes this makes us able to do this. And big shout out to 811 Dig. call before you dig. Want to give a big shout out to Cook's Lawn Care and also Major Setup Shop. And you heard David, Salter Appliance Repair. Big shout out to them. And just a big shout out to everybody that has ever touched the Full Throttle League. Just a really big shout out to all of them.
All right, and think that is gonna be pretty much all I got to say too as well, Chris. I mean, it's just been a fun night here at Charlotte, and got to thank the fans. If you're on that YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. If you're on Facebook, hit that like button and share us out to your friends. Let them know about the cool race that we got over here on the Full Throttle series. But other than that, just got to say thank you to the fans. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. I hope you enjoy your great Monday morning that we all thoroughly look forward to. And other than that, enjoy the rest of your guys' weekend. And we hope to see you here next Sunday for Full Throttle Next Gen Racing at Texas.